Hello. This is again another something a little bit different. I'm in my office slash. That's not slash. What's that? That's inverted commas. Oh, I'm off to a good start today. I am in my office slash bedroom. I just wanted to show you my new product that I'm super proud of, that I've been working on for quite some time now. I've had this idea for a really long time, but I did not have a way to implement it in a way that was that would work, that would be cheap but not nasty. So anyway, yeah, so what it is, and if you've watched the last video that I put out, you will have seen a sneak peek of what it was and probably will guess, but I have made a range of soap shapers, and what that means is for a very long time, people who want to put shapes into their soaps will cut them out of cardboard, and sometimes they'll laminate them or cover them in plastic or whatever, so that they can run them through the soap and make specific shapes in their soaps. A lot of us use things like this, which is a cake icing. They shape your icing. You can run them around the outside of your cake, and you can get these in quite a lot of different shapes. The sizing, however, is too big for a normal mould, so you would have to cut it down. Like, a normal mould is generally about there, so you'd have to cut it off and only have this much, which is, for someone who has tools like Dremels or a jigsaw, that's fine, but for a normal regular person who doesn't have tools, that's kind of impossible. So that's why we cut them out of cardboard. So I decided I was sick of that, so I purchased a 3D printer and realised that, well, I purchased the 3D printer specifically so I could do this, because I realised that the 3D printer would give me what I wanted. So I came up with 23 soap shapers. Now these are designed to fit in the moulds that come from like eBay and AliExpress, the 1200 gram ones. So these will only work in a mould that is 7.3 centimeters or more in the interior. If you're trying to use one of those tall and skinny ones, these won't work. They won't fit. So yeah, so I have 7 colours. So I have 6 colours. Let's go. 6 colours. There you go. And I have white. So there you go. Now I don't have all the shapers out here with me, because I figured that would probably just take too long, although I could do that. But I'll just show you an example. Now this one, the only problem with these that I have found is because they're plastic, they get a little static electricity, so the tiniest little bit of dust, they're just like, but if you spray them with a bit of isopropyl alcohol, give them a wipe off, they're good. So this is the cloud shaper, and what this is designed to do, when we normally do clouds in the soap, what we'll do is you would use this end in your soap. You would pour, I don't know whether you would pour whatever colour you're going to pour, then you would scrape this along it, and that would give you the bottom of a cloud, and then you would pour, say, white for the cloud shape, and then you would use this end and pull it along so that the bottom of your cloud's very flat, because this is very flat. It's not perfectly flat. I have made it just not, so it's just not quite perfect, which I did on purpose. And then this would be on the top, so that this is giving you, because clouds always have a nice bubbly top. So that's the cloud shaper, and yellow. Now we have this one. I love this blue. I'm loving this. This is very much a Tardis blue. I'm trying to find a Tardis. There's usually, oh yeah, there's a Tardis over there. It's very much a Tardis blue. These is so you can do lines. So with the ones like this, there are 2 of these. They have different amounts. So you're basically getting 2 scrapers out of one shaper out of this, because this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whereas this one has only 4, and then the other one has 2 and 3. So yeah. So yeah, they're good value because you get 2 different sizes. Now you can use that in one soap if you really wanted to. What else we got? That's another cloud. Obviously, it's just in a different colour. Oh look, it's Aussie colours. The purple, this one's called Pleats. And you can see that's just where it's pulled off the 3D mat. That's the actual, I don't know if you can see the lines. Anyway, yeah, these are called pleats. You can see those. And then on the other end, it has twice as many. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite. But anyway, yeah, this is good. This leaves a really cool pattern. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm really keen to get in and do a couple of soaps with this one. So, and then we have this one, which I call Organic Angle. What this is there's 2. As you can see, there's 2 different shapes. They're both angled, obviously. But yeah, they're kind of lumpy, so it's not like a perfectly hard edge. So if you drag that in along your soap, you'll get that. You know how when you tip your mould on the side, you can pour it in, and if you don't flatten it out, you get that. Well, you can get this, and you can get the exact same look every single time. And then if you pour more soap on top of that and come back with this, you can do it on the same angle, or you can do the opposite angle, but it's also got more ridges, so it still looks very, very organic. Quite like this one. Love this colour. This is my favourite colour, I've got to say. Although the orange is kind of like my second favourite because it's super bright. So that's the cat ears scraper. Now I've done this one this way on purpose because what I did was, if you pour some soap in the bottom of your mould, scrape it along, you'll get ears in your soap, and then down in the bottom of your soap you can use the cat face stamp, and you can stamp a little face. But if you happen to want to have a little cat peeking down, like say that's your soap mould there, and you want to have a little cat peeking down in the top, you can also do it because it's in the opposite of this. So you could have your mould, sorry, I'm having a real hard time talking. So yeah, so if you dragged in that way, you could have a little cat peeking in. You could use your cat face stamp upside down, except I can't. Yeah, and then stamp it in that way, and you would have a little cat peeking in from the top of your soap. So yeah, so that one's pretty cool. I'm glad I did that the way I did, because I wasn't going to. I was just going to leave it flat, and I thought that was really stupid, because this way it gives you 2 different ways. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could have a cat at the bottom and the cat at the top, and have like 2 little cats. So I'm going to do a soap with this, and I'm going to try and do a ginger one on the bottom and a black and white one on the top, because that's my cats. All right, and of course we have white. This one is the Waves Shaper. As you can see, it's very simple. It's waves. You would drag it along your soap and you will get waves. Now these are bigger ones, obviously these are smaller ones. I probably will make another one of these with even bigger waves, so they'll probably like be as big as one of these. So sort of come up there and then come up there, and I'll probably have like 3. So yeah, but I haven't made it yet, so whether or not that gets added to the pack, who knows. Yeah, so they, like I said, you can get any of the 23 shapers in any of these colours. These will all be made to order. I am running through now and printing a single set of each colour, but a single set takes me 2 days to print, because these take over 2 hours each to print, so, and then the stamps take longer. So right, so that's the shapers. They're all listed on the website. They're all ready to go. You can start buying them now. Postage is $6. It will come in one of these. These are tracked. I'm not entirely sure if I can fit an entire set in these yet, because the lady at the post office said I could, but I'm not sure, because it says it's got a max thickness of 20 mil, which is 2 centimeters, and the full set of 23 is a lot. That doesn't include the stamps. It's only for the shapers. But yeah, but this has tracking, so any of the shapers will be sent in this. So so you'll get tracking with it, and that's $6, and it defaults to that when you go to checkout. So if you order 7, it costs you $6. If you order 1, it costs you $6. That's just the way it is. I can't send one of these any cheaper than the $6, because if I put this in an envelope, it doesn't go through the little slot thing at the post office, because I've been down there and tried. So I'm not actually allowed to send these in a single one in an envelope, because it won't fit through the slot. So unfortunately I can't sell them for $1 for a stamp, or however much a stamp is these days. So yeah, so it has to be $6. So anything that is matching, which I haven't actually bought out with me. Well, like I said, there's 2 different ones of these. These are $6 each, but if you buy this and the other one together, I've set them together as a set, they are actually cheaper. It's 2 for $10, I think. I think I might have forgotten to write that down. And then if you buy the whole 23 of the shapers, it's $100, and that makes them $4.34 each. So, and like I said, I'm not sure if I can fit them in here. I'm going to have to test that. I've got to go down to the post office tomorrow, so I might put a whole set in here and see if this will actually fit. If it doesn't, I'll have to change the postage on that. But for now, the whole set of 23 is only $6 postage. But we'll see. I shall update this video after I go to the post office tomorrow, because I went today and it's a public holiday. So the stamps that we have is the cat face stamp, which is absolutely adorable. I do have it on a piece of soap, which I forgot to bring out with me, which I should probably go and get, and then I can just edit this out. And these are the 2 stripe shapers. This, you can see this one only has 2, and then 3, and then you have 4 and 5. So obviously they will give you different scrapes. Well, that's if they're going on a cake. If they're going in a soap, yeah, they'll give you a different scrape. So yeah, but like I said, you can buy them singularly for $6 each, or for the pair for $10. So obviously it's better to buy the pair. All right, stamps. Yes, cat face stamp. Yes, cat face stamp in a soap. It's very cute, and that smells really good. This I put this in. It's only a very, very thin piece of soap, and I did this after it got a little hard, so it's not perfect, but I still did a pretty good job. But I love this. I think this is so cute. The second one we have is a rainbow stamp. You can see it's just a rainbow. Yeah, I don't have it stamped on anything because I don't have any soap that is not pretty cured at the moment, because I've been really slack. And then the third stamp is a raindrop stamp, which works beautifully with the cloud shaper. So imagine that together with a little cloud on top. So, and I have that, excuse the, it's got a bit of fluff on it, whatever. Excuse the dodgy piece of soap, because that's just the end piece. So I've just used the end piece. But yeah, they come up really nicely, don't they? So, and what I've done is I have made these the same width as the shapers, and the same width as your soap. So when you go to put that down on your soap, it's the same width, or it's not now because this is cured and it's, it's not quite as wide as it was before. But yes, when you go to stamp these, you can line it up on the sides because it's the same width, which makes it super easy to use. And yeah, and then last but not least, this one is not a stamp and not a shaper. It's both. It is a cat paw, but then on the other side, it's got a stamp on it. How cute is that? So yes, this is the same price as a shaper. So this is $6. It does not come in a set with anything, it's just by itself. I was going to put it in the set with the cat ears and the face stamp, but I thought it's a lot to try and fit on one soap, so I didn't bother. So it just lives by itself in the shaper section. So yeah, and that is it. That's everything that I wanted to show you. I'm super excited about this. I'm loving all the colours. I'm glad that I lashed out and bought all these different colours. There's pretty much not much else. I mean, I could have got silver and gold, but I thought they're not very silver and they're not very gold. So I got these main ones, and yeah, what I like about this 3D printer, what's really cool, is you can actually see through this, whereas with the blue, you really can't. And it's exactly, well, you can kind of see through it, but not as much as with the yellow, which is just, I'm just loving this whole 3D printing thing. It's just, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So anyway, so that's it. That's the new product. It's up on the website. Have at it. Please buy some. Please don't make me think I've done all this for nothing. No, it's all good. I understand if you can't afford to buy them or for whatever reason. But you know, I'm really proud of it, so I wanted to make a video and show you what I'd done. And I'm not replacing a soap video with this. I'm just going to release this on Wednesday as like a little midweek video. And yeah, you'll still have your soap video on Friday. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you for 2,700 followers. That's awesome. I am stoked we've got this far, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing at this point in regards to Patreon and whatnot. Patreon is still ongoing, but they've introduced this new tax thing, which I'm not sure how this works, whether you guys are going to get charged with tax or I'm going to get charged with tax, or I'm so confused with it. I have been offered membership on the YouTube channel now, which I think may work better because it's in Australian dollars, which means it's perfect for Australian viewers, and it's also cheaper for everybody else unless you get it offered at your currency, which I'm not sure. So I've been looking into that, so I may change it over and just have the people that are on Patreon now stay there and not have any more people, and then do the rest in YouTube membership. I think it might work better that way because I can do membership only videos, and which will only be like for early access, like, which is what I do with Patreon now anyway. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So I never know what I'm doing. So, but trust me, I'm working on it. I'm always thinking about different ways to do things. I've got a bunch of different types of soaps coming up. Well, obviously there's going to have ones with lots of different shapes in them, but I'm also going to do a whole lot of piping and soap dough and what else? I don't know. Cupcakes and food additives and just a lot of different things that, you know, that I've done before, but I haven't necessarily done on camera. Like, I've made cupcakes because we made the cranky cupcakes, which still gets a lot of views. But also I'm going to do wax melt cupcakes and things like that. So because the Sunday candles that I made are still to this day the highest viewed video of all time. So obviously people want to watch that sort of stuff. So yeah, so there's lots in the works. It's just a matter of finding the time to do everything. The second book's coming along. It's at the very bottom of priorities at this point because it's probably more of an ego project than anything, because it's not a money maker, that's for sure. I'm doing the second book because I want to. So, and I've got all the chapters all set out. So I'll be putting it to my patrons very soon, what's in the chapters, and I'll be getting their feedback and what they would like to see added or taken away or whatever, and then maybe I'll put it to you guys as well, but we'll see. So yeah, alright, okay, well on that note I'm going to go back out there and see if that 3D print, oh no, it's still going, I can hear it. The 3D printer is just like a background noise in our lives now. That's it. Alright guys, thank you for coming along. I will see you on Friday for whatever soap it is that I will be releasing, because I don't friggin' know. I actually do. I can just pop this up and go, oh, it'll be coconut cream from Aussie Soap Supplies. It smells amazing. So, join me then. Alright, bye.